retention tax credit and challenges that businesses and tax preparers have faced with this credit. As the government forced businesses to lock down, Washington temporarily helped businesses keep their employees on payroll. That time has passed. Almost a year ago, President Biden went on TV and told Americans that the pandemic is over. Yesterday, IRS Commissioner Werfel said the agency has shifted efforts after successfully clearing the backlog of valid claims. Yet according to the IRS's website, as of July 19th, the agency still has almost 500,000 forms left to process. This speaks both to how the ERTC has become plagued by fraud and how the IRS is failing to process legitimate claims in a timely manner. The problem at the IRS were present from the very beginning. For starters, the IRS forced all businesses to apply on paper and mail in the application. That has led to long delays. The IRS told my staff in May that 20% of claims have sat unresolved for more than 4 months. And we have heard from other businesses who say they have been waiting years. For small businesses who filed legitimate claims, this has become a major source of frustration with the IRS. Businesses have found the IRS guidance confusing, particularly the rules about whether they are eligible or not. Some have raised concerns about how guidance has been insufficient and changed, forcing small businesses to spend more time with IRS rules that could be spent serving customers. Just this week, after the Ways and Means Committee announced this hearing, the guidance changed again. The guidance changed again this week. I hope this rule will help clarify who is eligible for this credit, but clear guidance should have been published a very long time ago. The lack of clarity and speed from the IRS created an environment where dishonest third-party companies took advantage of businesses to either bend the rules or commit outright fraud. ERTC is on the IRS Dirty Dozen list of scams. Americans are bombarded by scammers all day, every day. Text, spam calls, misleading mailers, emails. To be put on the list speaks to the severity of this issue. We have a system where taxpayers get ripped off by scammers while legitimate claims go unanswered because of a backwards IRS system. We have someone to testify today who has lived this issue day in and day out. Larry Gray is a fellow Missouri grad, a neighbor from back home. I think your farm's across the road from me. And he is a CPA who has spent decades helping families and small businesses in South Central Missouri navigate the tax code. He himself was the target of an ERTC scam, and he has lost clients to competing accountants because he refused to prepare fraudulent claims. Thank you for coming to Washington to share your experience with this program. I want to thank all of our witnesses for sharing your ideas and perspectives to root out fraud and ensure Washington is helping those who deserve it. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A quick introduction. We're going to do the short versions for everyone. Mr. Larry Craig is a partner at AGC, a CPA firm in Missouri, and has been a government liaison for the National Association of Tax Professionals. Mr. Roger Harris is the president of Paget Associates, or Advisors. Sorry about that. And Pat Clearly is the president and CEO of the National Association of Professional Employer Organizations. And Ms. Linda Zeppo is the president and CEO of the New Jersey Center for Nonprofits. Thank you for joining us today. Your written statements will become part of the record. I'm going to apologize to you now. As you know, today is a bit of a chaotic day with multiple votes. So we're going to go through it. Somewhere during this, we're going to probably have a vote. You may see some of us moving back and forth. It is the chaos of the process. Mr. Gray, please share with us your 5 minutes.